catcalling.
Have you experienced catcalling?
Good day, Mrs. Riena. In front of your screen is yours truly, Rham Ele C, Palomares.
Venus Buenaventura?
And Mary Armida Edna Limbo. This study aims to know the perception of teenage girls in a widespread issue in a certain place in Block Town.
We, the researchers, came up with a study entitled A Qualitative Exploration, Discernment of Teenage Girls on Catcalling in the Vicinity of Mercado Block. To start off, women are one of the most precious gifts from our Almighty God. Rubies as extravagant stones, and women as invaluable individuals. Stated by Buenaventura in the year 1985, without women, the whole human species would cease to exist. It is a woman who bears child in her womb and gives birth to a new life. In accordance to Joyce Manalo, year 2016, amidst all the noise in the surrounding of a busy city, women are subject to catcalls, wolf whistles, and all other forms of behavior which are considered as street harassment. Catcalling contains no requirement of physical danger because the catcaller may be across the street, on the other side of the fence, in a car, with no real access to the target.
Catcalling is a very serious issue, and it's now having a widespread in our province. It must be solved, for it affects the economy and dignity of teenage girls. This study aims to answer the following questions. Number 1. What are the contributory factors of catcalling? Next to it, what is the perception of teenage girls on taking a compliment and being catcalled? Lastly, what are the effects of catcalling on the society and dignity of teenage girls in terms of their mental health? Next to it is confidence or their self-esteem, and lastly, wearing their chosen outfit. The benefits or significance of this qualitative exploration is that it will benefit the following. Number 1, teenage girls. Number 2, parents, government, advocates of women's rights, boys, and students. With the help of this study, all of the aspects would be disciplined, and anti-catcalling law may arise in this province, particularly in Mercado Block.
Moving on to the next part, which is the scope and the limitations, the study focused on the discernment of teenage girls on catcalling. The limitation of the study was that the researchers chose the participants who were teenage girls and whose age are 15 to 20 in Mercado Block. The data gathering was held on the first week of February until the second week of the month. The information given by the respondents are collected by the researchers and enabled to interpret the gathered information to make a solution in solving the issue.
Stated by June 2010, catcalling can be protected by speech or fought by words. Within the recent technological advances in mobile applications, victims of catcalling or street harassment can instantly document their unwanted encounters in the past. Catcalling and similar behavior in public places went undocumented unless the victim walked in the streets with a camcorder in hand. 55% of these events consisted of a gaze, 11% were catcalls or wolf whistles, 10% were sexual remarks, and 4% were touching or fondling. The women also reported witnessing sexual objectification of another woman on average 1.35 times a day. Unsurprisingly, 2/3 of these instances had been portrayed in the media, but there were so many occasions of other women experiencing this in real life. Perhaps the most startling discovery, though, was that both being personally targeted or witnessing others being objectified was associated with a substantial increase in self-objectification, proving that these instances of a sexual harassment can have a negative impact on the way women think about themselves. Young 2017. According to the Stop Street Harassment Organization 2016, one city in the Philippines provided a law to protect women against sexual harassment. Quezon City called it the Gender and Development Ordinance that aims to remove the unwanted harassments on the streets. Considered as light violation includes using words that embarrasses or humiliates a woman, like wolf whistling, catcalling, and asking a woman's number while stalking. Visual and suggestive gestures such as winking are considered as medium violations. Violators caught stalking women or making rude remarks in the city will be fined 1,000 to 5,000 and jailed from 1 day to 1 year. According to the study about the attributions and experience of street harassment by selected male and female Metro Manila College students, female college are the most common victims of street harassments. Findings shows that men are stereotyped as dominant in society, which some use to justify in objectifying women through catcalling. Also, women get called by male perpetrators even if they clothe appropriately. Men believe that women should negatively respond to the male catcallers. By this, men believe that women should manifest their disgust and condemnation, verbally or non-verbally, of the catcalls hurled at them. However, women choose to adjust instead of confronting catcallers out of fear for their safety. Magtalas 2016. Respondents were chosen according to their gender and age. A research instrument was also selected for the researchers to gather data. After that, a questionnaire was designed based by the issue, which is catcalling. The questionnaire were distributed purposefully by the researchers. The handouts were handed out by the 3rd of February, recent year, and also collected by the researchers the day after they distributed it. This is the flow of our study. First, choosing the respondents and identifying the locale. Second, selecting the research instrument. Third, designing the questionnaire. Fourth, codifying the questionnaire. Fifth, tabulating the results and responses. And the last process is analyzing and interpreting the results from the respondents.
As you can see, this is the vicinity of our research study and it is the coverage too. Wherein teenage girls are more prone to this kind of issue, which is catcalling. Mercato Buwak. These are the results or outcomes of our qualitative exploration. Based from the table, the most frequent place wherein they experienced catcalling was streets, gathering 47%, and their companion when they experienced this kind of issue was their friends and their classmates, gathering 60% out of 100.
All of them also highly perceive that catcalling can stop them on expressing themselves, particularly if they wear their chosen outfit. And furthermore, 100% of them concluded that catcalling can hinder their self-confidence on walking down the streets.
Regarding their mental health, mostly of the teenage girls didn't get affected on the said issue, which is catcalling. Their confidence decreases when walking down the streets, and lastly, they became conscious on wearing their chosen outfit in public because of the visibility of the issue that is now having a widespread in their barangay. For the conclusion of this qualitative exploration, based from the results of this survey regarding on their mental health, mostly of the teenage girls didn't get affected by the said issue, which is catcalling.
Moreover, their confidence decreases when walking down the streets. And lastly,
To conclude it all, they became conscious on wearing their chosen outfit in public places because of the visibility of the issue that is now having a widespread in their barangay, which is Barangay Mercado.
Catcalling is not normal, and it is also a social issue that can bring negative impacts on girls. As stated by Athena in year 2017, catcalling is not just annoying, but it can damage a girl psychologically. Ma'am Riena, we are now ready for your comments and recommendations. Thank you very much.